last game, this team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Play fake. Brissett. Looking deep for Adams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brissett now. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Willis. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Jacobs going to try to mill it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Raiders at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Willis. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On third down, it's Willis. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Willis on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Amari Barno in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now Brissett on 4th down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. First down, Denver. Play action now. Brissett looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Robert Tunyon, 44 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Broncos 14, Raiders 7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd down, here's Willis. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Brissett. This one swung out to Montgomery. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! David Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Willis, he'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Here's Willis, third and long. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Brissett's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They go play action with Brissett. He'll go right back to Tunyon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is on to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Hunter Renfrow in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Next the score, Broncos 28, Raiders 14. Robbie Gould set to kickoff.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Last play of the half. Here's Willis. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Willis. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Broncos 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. His throw incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
3rd down, it's Willis. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. On play action, Brissett sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they moved the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down and 4, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown Raiders! Calvin Austin, 32 yards. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
He hits Adams complete. And they work this out past the 25. A first down throw for Brissett. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
A lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Check mash, check mash.
On second down, Jacobs. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Willis will swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 Vikings. 19.
Willis looks to pass it here. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Brissett.
1 yard gain. 60 Vikings. 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 60 Vikings
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy on the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 1.
Willis on 3rd and goal. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Bass is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted,
and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Brissett. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Brissett. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they were using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They try again with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Brissett. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
We're set to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Willis looking to pass it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Las Vegas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll have a chance